The public protector was dealt a double blow by the courts today, Thursday the 15th of August 2019, and one of them did further damage to her cash pocket. The High Court in Pretoria has ordered that advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane personally pick up some of the legal costs for the Democratic Alliance and the Council for the Advancement of the South African Constitution. The two parties successfully applied to the court to have Mkhwebane's report on the Estina Dairy Farm project reviewed and set aside. Judge Ronald Tolmay ordered the Office of the Public Protector to pick up 85% of the legal costs of the DA and rights group CASAC. Mkhwebane also has to pay 7.5% out of her own pocket. Tolmay found that Mkhwebane failed South Africans because of the manner in which she conducted the investigation of the Estina Dairy Farm project. The court held that the advocate failed to execute her constitutional duties and turned a blind eye to some of the complaints which led to the intended beneficiaries of the project being deprived of an opportunity to improve their lives. This ruling comes 3 weeks after the Constitutional Court confirmed a personal costs order against Mkhwebane for her handling of the Absa Bancorp bailout investigation. The rulings raised further questions over the Mkhwebane's competence and integrity to hold the important office. In the case of the second blow, the evidence relied on by public protector Busisiwe Mkhwebane in her investigation of President Cyril Ramaphosa will remain sealed. Lawyers for Mkhwebane filed the documents with the Gauteng High Court in Pretoria on Wednesday as part of the ongoing review application brought by the President of her report into a 500,000 rand donation by corruption-accused Bosasa CEO Gavin Watson. The documents, including bank statements and emails, constitute the evidence Mkhwebane relied on in findings against Ramaphosa, particularly her findings of suspected money laundering, and that Ramaphosa deliberately misled Parliament. In recent weeks, some of this evidence has been leaked to the media. On Wednesday, reporters who attended court, in an attempt to gain access to the records, were referred to the Office of Deputy Judge President, Aubrey Ledwaba. Ledwaba earlier on Wednesday had issued a directive, which effectively sealed the file until the dispute over the legality of the evidence could be resolved. A meeting was held on Thursday morning between Ledwaba and attorneys on both sides. Peter Harris, Ramaphosa's attorney, wrote to Ledwaba last week, asking for the record to be sealed once filed, as it contained confidential third-party information. Harris also stated his belief that some of the evidence, particularly CR17 emails and bank statements, were unlawfully obtained. The Office of the Public Protector has denied it obtained the evidence illegally, claiming now to have obtained the bank statements from the Financial Intelligence Center, FIC. The FIC does not confirm or deny providing information to investigators as a rule. However, News 24 has approached the FIC for comment. Harris, when contacted on Thursday, confirmed the record would be sealed but would not be drawn into further detail. News 24 understands that on Thursday, Ledwaba called for arguments from both parties. Thereafter, he ruled that the banking records would remain sealed. The remaining documents would now be scrutinized by Ramaphosa's legal team, who will have until the 26th of August 2019 to raise objections to other documents being made part of the public record. Please check in the description box below for the links to the sources of this report. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, share and subscribe.